News of Dick Enberg's sudden passing broke so late last night there really wasn't much time to consider the implications. It wasn't until we were driving home that we began to appreciate the impact one man had on his community, his international audience, and, well, his impact on the entire industry. Take, for example, the Idaho Potato Bowl, featuring Enberg's alma mater, Central Michigan. The Chippewas adding Enberg's signature phrase, "Oh my," to their headgear. Rick Willis speaking with Mark Grant, who spent 7 seasons working side by side with the man, the legend, Dick Enberg.
Oh, the heck with it. I'm going to say it anyway. Oh my!
There are very few sports icons that are broadcasters, but one of those people is Dick Enberg.
And the one thing is being prepared. I can honestly say in my years of broadcasting, I don't think I've ever worked with a gentleman who had been more prepared at his craft.
For 7 years, Mud Grant sat by his side in the Padres TV booth and realized that he was sharing the mic with a legend.
I was like 10 years old in my basement with my dad watching college basketball, a UCLA game. There's this guy in a bad-looking plaid blazer with a tie about this wide. And, you know, I could still see it to this day, and it was Dick Enberg. And then fast forward, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting next to him for 7 years in a chair doing Padres baseball. Couldn't be more blessed, more humbled, more privileged to sit next to Dick.
Us here in San Diego know Dick Enberg is the voice of the Padres for 7 seasons. Don't forget, during the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, he broadcast Super Bowls, World Series, national championships, and Wimbledon.
He's a man of all seasons. I know it's been quoted before, I've seen it on Twitter, but I think it was Bob Costas said years ago, if there was a Mount Rushmore of broadcasters, Dick Enberg would be up there. I mean, there's a reason why he has all the accolades in all the Hall of Fames. There's a reason.
One of the greatest highlights in a career full of highlights was getting inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Hey, Enberg, you only talked a good game. I guess it all worked out. My dream has taken me to a great place, the Ford Frick Award in baseball's Hall of Fame.
His highlight was at home with his family.
Sure, Dick worked a lot, but I tell you what, he loved his kids because every time the names were brought up, he lit up. And then the grandchildren, Archie, his first grandson. You know, he said he's got a future left-hander for the Padres in the works in Archie.
Rick Willis, KUSI Sports.
Thanks, Rick. Let's go to the Jenny Craig Pavilion. The 8-3 Toreros wrapping up non-conference portion of the schedule against Life Pacific. Check out Isaiah Wright with the nice spin move and the bucket. He finishes with 14. Later, it's Tyler Williams with a 3-ball to put the Toreros up by 20. He had 3 from beyond the arc. The night belonged to Isaiah Pinero. The junior forward finishes with a game-high 16, 7 boards. The final 94-51. Toreros open conference play in 6 days against San Francisco.
It was good. We just wanted to focus on us this week, you know, get better details before conference to sharpen everything up, because conference play is another beast, you know. Everyone knows what everyone else is doing, so it comes down to details at the end of the day.
You always want to go into conference play feeling good about yourselves. We close out the non-conference 9-3, play a game where we get everybody involved, everybody gets a chance to play, everybody gets a chance to almost get in the scores book, and so there's this great momentum going into conference play and even the holidays, so guys can take a little bit of a breather as we get ready for this grueling WCC play.
Prep make good from the ASR. Grossmont Winter Classic at Olympian. Escondido and Westview. Third quarter, the Cougars. Ryan Green steals the ball and then dishes to Hakeem Barber, who lays it home. 5 Wolverines connect from long range, including Ricardo Hopping with the draining the 3-ball right there. He finishes with a game-high 14, the final 49-33. That is Westview on top. Check this out. This is the Lions Club Classic Championship at Sweetwater between Mission Bay and Helix. Scotty's all-tournament selection, Jalen Hinson, gets the steal and converts the lone dunk to score a team-high 19. Tournament MVP and Buccaneer Boogie Ellis slips by his defender with the spin move. Mission Bay wins at the final 66-52. Another gross ball. This is the Santana Preuss game. We'll fix that other one at 11 o'clock, second quarter. This is the Tritons. Kibru Suabo with the long 3-pointer. He would score 40. And then watch the third quarter. The Braves, Rael Hill with the pull-up 3-pointer. And the Braves come back to win it 77-66. We'll get that Escondido game right at 11. All right, immediately after that matchup, it's Claremont and Tri-City Christian. They take the hardwood late in the second quarter. The Eagles, Josh Sedlock with the long 3-pointer to give the Tri-City Christians a 20-point lead. Fourth quarter, the Eagles, Chase Webb puts the game out of reach with a 3-pointer from the corner as the Eagles hold off Claremont the final 65-45. 49. Madison taking on Helix in the Crawford Lady Colts tournament in the first half. Diamond Whitley gets the easy 2 for Helix. In the second half, Madison's Myra Williams drives and hits the running jumper as Madison hangs on for the 38-30 victory. We'll finish up on the pitch at East Lake as Poway and East Lake do battle in the tournament action here. In the second half, East Lake gets denied by Poway's Robert Wagenseller. Then in the 40th minute, Brian Torres goes just over the goalie's head, as that would be the only score. Poway wins by a 1-0 margin. The last time we saw modern-day Catholic's Nick Delacqua, he was accepting the Iron Hog Award inside the hangar bay of the USS Midway Museum. Tonight, he's at the Maxim Athletic Club in Chula Vista with pen in hand. Matt Gilson has our story.
Friday night, Nick Delacqua officially signed his letter of intent to the Naval Academy.
I'm really just excited to play football for them, and also the brotherhood bond that they have there. They carry on throughout the whole, their whole lives, and also just to serve my country. It's a really awesome opportunity that they have there.
On hand for the John Hancock, former teammates at Mater Dei.
My man Nick, I know this dude for a long time. We played together when I was younger. This guy's a great man, great character. He's gonna do good at the next level.
And future teammates at Annapolis.
I met Nick through Navy, and I feel like I've known him all my life, so it's really a dream come true and a real accomplishment.
It's awesome to have Tyshawn here supporting me. It's really just a display of the brotherhood bond that we've already attached to each other.
Nick chose to hold his signing here at Maxim Athletic to honor a man who spent countless hours here with him, his longtime coach, Joe Romano, who passed away in 2016.
He used to be my coach since I was in 7th grade, and it just means a lot to me because I work out here every day. It's where I spend second to my house and my school. This is where I spend most of my time.
It was very difficult on Nick when Joe passed away. Joe was a mentor to him. And actually, Joe was a mentor to a lot of the youth kids in the South Bay.
This was his dream, and he helped me achieve mine with playing Division I football.
From Maxim Athletics, Matt Gilson, KUSI Sports.
Thank you, Matt. Rocky Long and the Aztecs meeting with the media one last time before the Armed Forces Bowl game against Army. State remains a 6.5-point betting favorite to beat the Black Knights.
Personally, it's an honor that I'm here with a good football team and we get to play them. That's just personal, but my dad's going to be watching. I don't know who he's going to be rooting for, but he's going to be watching.
And the first of the Holiday Bowl combatants have arrived in San Diego. Michigan State checking in at the Manchester Grand Hyatt just before 7 p.m. local time. Take a listen to what they had to say coming off the bus.
Yeah, great reception. A lot of Spartans here already, and always feel welcome here when we walked in the door. Very excited. A lot of our players have never been here before and been out to the West Coast. Pac-12 and Big Ten have a long history together. I've always thought of the Holiday Bowl as being, the Rose Bowl, just a place to come.